Hey guys, it's JC's Rerun Journey here. So I thought I would just talk to you really quickly about what's going on. So I've been dizzy for the last 3 days, so I've been staying home. I did actually go out on Wednesday because as I had a doctor's appointment, I couldn't ask for a ride. But after that, I been staying home. So let's see what we've done. We've gotten rid of the storage unit. Yay! Finally done. I can hear Dennis just yelling at me, going, "Why do we still have this? You know, get to work. Let's do this." But he's just gonna make you do it. That's how he would be. He would tell you how to do it, but he'd just sit there and watch you do it. Um, so I'm not really feeling happy at home. Your home should be happy. I don't think I'll ever be happy here. But what can I do to, make it easier for me or change what I need to do? I don't really know what, if I did anything, if it would actually really help me. Another thing I need to do is I need to clean out my car, so I'm going to try and do that this weekend. And I tried some clothes on today. I didn't even try everything on. You can't go through all your clothes, but I tried some stuff on, things that didn't fit. Because I bought them before surgery thinking they would be okay, and then now they're not, because you see your stomach, not your chest. It's weird. It's different. I don't know how to explain that. It's because maybe they were supposed to be there, so they were kind of hiding everything, even though they weren't supposed to be there. I don't know how to explain it. Anyways, moving on. So, I know I say we, it's me, myself, and I, okay? So we are going to, we were working on, slowly, we were working on, going through the clothes, putting clothes away today, putting the your dirty clothes in the dirty hamper, in your bag where it goes. I also bought I have one. I have a Wii system, but this had a Wii system, and it was like 20 games and some other stuff, and it was all for like $80. It was a good deal. I didn't even care if the Wii system worked or not. Just having the games and the devices for $80 was a good deal, because I was looking around and a lot of people were selling just the Wii system for $80, so it was a good deal. I don't know what I want to do with the other Wii system. Like, do I want to set the other Wii system, if it works, up in there? I don't know. I'm not really a video game kind of person, but I knew the Wii system's more of an interacting game, so maybe I would like it. I just don't know. I've played it before, but I was playing with Dennis. So I don't know if I have as much fun playing it by myself. I've been finally starting to watch TV, but I'm only watching one thing. I'm watching Live PD, and that's all I watch. I'll watch reruns, I'll watch it on demand. I just have to watch them. And last night I was able to switch back from that to Blue Blood, so I like Blue Blood. If anybody's wondering like what kind of TV shows I basically like cop stuff, or like emergency stuff, so like anything that has to do with medicine, and it's just basically about everything I would watch. I don't like reality TV. I don't like I'm not into horror stuff. I don't like things that are not, what do they call it, like non-fiction, things that are not real. So, like, I don't like The Hobbit. I don't like, those kinds of things. So, like, those kinds of shows. And anything that has to do with vampires, forget it. It's too scary for me. I'm trying to go through, some of the stuff in the house. And I now need to take the next step and go through a lot more stuff in the house. So, it's going to take time, and I don't know exactly what I need to do, but you'll even notice, like right here, I can't get rid of this stuff quite yet. but I need to start buying some other, like, I do like magnets. Magnets are definitely something that I do like, but I need to let go of Dennis's magnets and put my own self in here. I don't know what to do about his airplanes. His airplanes are up on the ceiling, and for now I'm going to keep them there. I just really don't know what I want to do with them. And I talked to my step nana this tonight, and my puppet died 3 years ago, and I kind of just asked some questions about, you know, have you gone through stuff? Have you done it? And she's like, I haven't even touched anything yet. Like, I can't. She's like, I can't bring myself to touch it. I can't bring myself to, to do any of this stuff. And I totally know exactly where she's coming from. And it's just hard. It's hard to go through stuff and know what you want to do with it. So and for me, I feel like a good part of me died. Like, I died with Dennis. I don't know who I am. I don't know what I like. I don't know how to move on. So at the same time as grieving, you're also transitioning from female to male, and that is pretty scary in itself and confusing, and you don't know you know anything about yourself. You thought you knew yourself your whole entire life, and then you just realized, you know what, I know nothing about me. So that's pretty confusing and scary. And on top of this, I also suffer with bipolar disorder and anxiety, and dealing with grief. So it's just a whole mess of just like you know. So on top of all this, I have nothing to occupy my time. So I don't do very well. I do better with structure. When I was with Dennis, it was okay because I knew I had to either clean or make sure he ate, or so there was something that was always on my mind that got me to what I had to do. I always kept the car clean. I always kept the house clean, and now it's total opposite. Like, I don't know how to keep my car clean right now. I don't know how to keep my living space clean, and a lot of it has to do with I don't care. I don't care to live. I don't care to care for my stuff. I feel detached from objects and things. So, like, I don't. Money is no concept to me now. I don't care about money. You can't take it with you, and your stuff, I just don't care about it anymore. You can't take it with you. And I definitely am gonna downsize some things that I have, but how do I go about doing that? So, like, there's some things that I can actually sell on my Etsy shop, putting some hospital supplies together. I do have hospital supplies, putting them together and selling them that way. But are they going to sell fast enough? Is it worth doing this? Is it, would it be better if I sold, things another way? I just don't know what to do about anything anymore. I notice my ADHD is worse since I started testosterone. It's not an excuse, it's just something I've noticed. But I can't get myself to, I don't feel like doing anything with the babies. I don't feel like making any projects. I may have a spur where I may feel, oh yeah, I'll make something right now, but then once it's done, you don't really care to sell that. And I did put some stuff on Etsy, and nothing is selling. So how much energy do I want to put into that? Do I really care about this anymore? What do I want to do? and I don't have anybody to really talk to about these things that understand the babies. So I do have counseling twice a week, and I mean, my counselor, he's gay, which is good because I can communicate with him in that kind of way. But he doesn't understand about the babies. Like, I can't get him to understand. I couldn't get my other counselor to understand. I can show them the babies. I can tell them about it, but I can't really physically. I can't show you the feeling of it. Only people like you guys that, you know, are into the babies and, you know, can understand what the babies are like, because it's that type of hobby, you know. And then, you know, the other thing too is it's not just that hobby. You know, I like scrapbooking. I don't really do actual scrapbooking, but I do something like that. And I love, you know, from stickers, and you got all these things from this, that. I mean, I've spent over $5,000 on just scrapbooking stuff over the years. And originally I was going to do, before the babies, originally I was going to do a different business, and it was called Wild Imaginations. And basically it's whatever your imagination, you know, I can try and make that for you. You know, it was, you know, greeting cards and all this stuff, but it just trying to advertise it or making it and having it be, you know, profitable, it just wasn't worth the time and energy at that point. I was trying to do that for about 5 years before I got into the babies, or maybe three years. So once the babies came into my life, scrapbooking more became just a hobby, just something that, you know, if my mom needed a card or whatever, you know. And you can't just have your mom buy cards from you. That's just not how you do business. So I you know, got into the babies, and then once I got into the babies, I was just like, I am very artsy craftsy. Let me just try and see if I can paint them and do them, and I find I can do them, you know, not as well as other people, but I can do a good enough job that I can love this baby myself. And I'm very into detail. Like, I can see details where other people can't. So I knew that that was going to be an issue for me. So, you know, I've enjoyed the hobby. You know, we're going on 6 years, 6.5 years. And, but for the last year, I haven't really touched them. Haven't really been, I mean, just to get me into that room is hard enough. You know, and I don't know if it's because when I see them, I see Dennis, you know, or I miss him, or I just don't know. Or if it's because I wanted a kid, and I got robbed of that. Not saying that I could have even had one, but I feel like that idea or that wanting that. So now seeing the babies, it's just, it's not the same, because I really wanted a real kid. So, you know, and I don't really talk about that in counseling. I guess I should. But there's just a lot to talk about all at once. So, yeah, I guess that's the gist of everything. So, we're just trying to figure out what we want to do and where we want to go from here. I'm not leaving YouTube, if you're worried about that. I'm not going anywhere. And maybe if you guys have some ideas for me, feel free to let me know your thoughts and feelings about what I just said. And, you know, some encouraging words or helpful words to help me get to the next step. But yeah, we're in a tough spot right now. But anyways, I will let you go. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like down below. Feel free to leave me any comments. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys back here the next time.